Hello and welcome to Mad Old Goes Racing, and today we're in Mirillis 2 having a quick look at the update to 1.2.4.3. Now there was actually a minor update earlier, which was another complimentary update, but I said I'd wait until the additional car was in before I do another video, so I have waited until the car is in before I did another video. So this is the quick rundown of the change logs for the two updates, the 1.2.4.2, which was general updated recent real weather data, UI and HUD, fixed tyre temperature status widget not updating on some in-game screens, fixed last session status being displayed on pre-race leaderboard, fixed championship round editor incorrectly altering session start hours when propagating race date changes, fixed centre column of drive train tab unelectable. I'm guessing it should have been unselectable on setup editor. Fixed practice weather slot 4 of in-game session settings block referencing qualifying slot 4. Physics and AI minor tyre tread adjustments for Formula Vintages, minor brake torque adjustments for all GT and prototypes. AI calibration pass for Formula V12 and Formula Vintage G1. Adjusted AI brake power and grip, adjusted AI grip multipliers for Monza 1991 and modern, adjusted AI to start passing routines sooner, slightly increased parameter to reducing AI propensity to cut corner to avoid a crash. Tracks, Monza 2021 GP, slightly increased width of green runoff at Lesmos 1 and 2, Monza 71, increased road noise on banked oval first draft, optimised terrain shadows, new shadow dummy for banked track structures, increased grid spacing, general art updates to all Monza versions. And there's a thing that says view attachment 17,400. I'm not sure what that is, but I won't click on it right now. The changelog for version 1.2.4.3. Content added BMW 2002 to the Vintage Touring Cars Tier 1 class. And you go, hang on a minute. Then we get down to general, and it says split the Mini 1965 and Lotus 23 into a separate vintage touring car tier from the Corvette C3 and BMW 2002. That being tier 2. Fixed source of a crash desktop when going in the pits with the Cobra truck. Updated recent real weather data. UI and HUD. Fixed issue that resulted in stale status data being displayed on a pre-race leaderboard. Fixed camera toggle incorrectly displaying on pre-season leaderboard. Fixed pre-season multiplayer chat issue. Sorry, pre-session. Pre-season. Pre-session screen now forces camera to player. Physics and AI, minor tyre tread adjustments to the BMW Pro Car, Group A, Group C, Vintage Touring Cars, Apollo 1979, Apollo Old Stock, Formula V, Formula Classic Gen 3 and B1. Slightly reduced slick tyres tread adhesion with water. Revised crankshaft mass of all cars for more accurate engine speed inertia. Revised wheel bearings for street cars. McLaren 720S GT3 by revised aero, minor weight distribution and engine torque correction. BMW Pro Car move default brake bias slightly rearwards. Adjusted LSD differentials for the C3 and the C3R. Revised brake torque for Formula Trainers, Formula V, Lotus 23 and Mini 1965. Hopefully that means they lock up less easily. Adjusted steering lock range for high steering rotation cars. Same default settings from before, lower minimal setting. Formula Vintage adjusted default final drive for Gen 1 Model 1. Adjusted FFB max force for the Corvette C3, BMW 2002 and the Mini 1965. Revised Lotus 23 chassis inertia values. Group A, AI calibration pass. Further decreased AI strength in the 70 to 100% range. Monza 1991 adjusted AI performance. Audio. Fixed redundancy causing double entries for water splash sound. Tracks Monza 2 2020 performance optimization on Lod Pass, added drain materials to curbs for live track functionality, increased track limits at T3 runoff of Monza Junior layout, because that was a bit, I kept getting cut track warnings when we were racing around there the other day. Monza 1991 performance optimization pass, Lod Pass, minor fixes, updated trackside cameras. Monza 1971 moved 10k rolling start location to midpoint oval back straight. Fixed start finish score tower Z fighting. Cribita and Londrina rebuilt concrete walls to sort strange collisions. And that's the end of that. Alright, just put that down here out of reach so I don't stand on it when I stand up. We'll get up. Right, the car is down here somewhere. Now, as I said, they've split the Touring Classics into Tier 1 and 2. Tier 2 being the Lotus 23 and the Mini. Tier 1 being the C3 and the 2002 Turbo. Come on. Why doesn't it do that? It's a pain in the bum. Right, let's have a quick look in the showroom. I'll do the livery select first and then, yeah, whatever. And hopefully this is anyway. A bit of a boxy job, the 2002. One of the, and I'm assuming it's meant to say 2002 Turbo backwards so as you can see it in your mirror. Okay, that's an odd one. One of the things about I always notice about this car when I've seen it, and I have seen a couple on the roads for real. The pillars at the front there, they just like minute. And I always think if that thing ever ended up on its roof, you'd just get squashed. And you look at modern sort of pillars on cars, and they're just ridiculously wide, and you can't see past them. They're a pain in the arse. So, yeah, interesting. But as always, nicely modelled. Like I said, it's a bit of a box on wheels, but that's what it looks like. So that's what it looks like in game. Right, so we'll select that, and I'll go sned. And the reason for that being, I wanted to check out the how it feels off throttle going round Coram, because that's a really good place to check for a bit of off throttle oversteer, shall we say. Then what the hell settings I got here? Reasonably warm track. Right, we notice the tyre widget has got the right colours on it now, so nice cold tyres, but otherwise wonderful. Right. Sounds reasonable. Look at the various bits and pieces. See if I can look. Now you might notice that the car was red and now it's silver. I think there's a bit of an issue with the picking up the right colours for the car, so hopefully they'll sort that out in a patch at some point. I can find the right button, I will turn off the HUD. You don't need to know how fast I'm going, do you? Right, immediate impressions. Bit of weight to wheel, not too much. Just about here the turbo, not too bad though. It was nice and positive. Yeah, got a really nice feel to it. You feel solid. Nice positive front end to it. Down a second for this corner. I think they've done a little bit of work on the tyres release, so they are a bit more positive now. Bit of rotation on the exit there. That was probably me being a bit overly aggressive with the throttle on fairly cold tyres. Nice and catchable anyway. Won't push it too hard on cold tyres, coldish tyres. All in, it does feel really nice and positive. Let's see what it feels like around here. I'll try and keep a little bit of throttle on. Ease out the throttle very slowly. That's actually pretty good. But then, that was me being a bit cautious, probably. I'll try and give it a little bit more oomph this time. Oh, that was nice. Five-speed box, I think you'll find. Yeah. As opposed to, I think the Corvette was 4-speed, or was it 5? I can't remember. This was really nice. It's got a nice positive front end to it. Brake lock up there as I unloaded the front, I think. Get off the grass. Much more positive getting onto the straight there. It's got a really nice feel to it. Feels really controllable. Really does feel like it wants to go, or it goes where you want it to go, rather than it having a complete mind of its own and being totally mental. So. Nice and positive, nice and controllable. Let's see what happens if we do a bit of a lift here. Yep, not too much lift off oversteer, which is good. I have to say, that is really, really nice. They've done an excellent job of that, and we'll just put the replay on. Don't know how long it'll be, a couple of minutes. I have to say, it's really nice to drive. Let's turn it off. Interesting camera angle. I was expecting something showing the car, that's better. So, yeah, a little bit of Z fighting on the front number plate by the looks of it. Yeah, that's a really, really nice addition. I don't know how it will stack up time-wise against the C3. I haven't actually spent enough time in the car to be able to tell you that, but in terms of a really nice, predictable, easy handling car, I think that's pretty damn good. I'm sure when I first tried it, I had a bit more lift off oversteer on it, so whether they've tweaked it a little bit again between the beta and release, they might have done. Because it's I think that's probably one of the best cars they've got now in terms of the sort of touring-y, production-y type cars. Despite the weird provocation, a few weird bits of weirdness with the anti-aliasing symbol looks on the wheels there, and another weird shot across the centre of the track there. But can't remember how to get there. So that's a very quick look at the BMW. And I have to say that's really nice. Hopefully they'll sort out the it's turned red bit and get it sorted out soon. But I can see that being quite a popular car because it really is quite nice to drive. And like I said, I don't know how it stacks up against the C3. I would hope it's a better choice than the Mini or the 23, hence the split, which I said when they first put it in there I thought it was a bit of a strange thing to mix the C3 with the other two, because David and Goliath, and I don't think David ever even had his sling with him, frankly. But yeah, that's a nice update. Hopefully some of the other AI changes they've made should improve the things for the single player. I must have a look at the AI again soon. I've been neglecting them, but they are working quite hard on that, so hopefully it will be a case of a bit more balancing and a bit more, because they're just a matter of tweaking numbers basically once you've got the basics right, but they are apparently improving. So, but from me for now, I'll see if I can get this out PDQ, because I've got a race starting 3/4 an hour. So for me, for now, that's the update to AMS2, and enjoy your racing. I'll catch you soon, and goodbye. Where's my bun?